Hello, everyone, and welcome to Minute 6 of Clerks Minute, the show where we break down the 1994 Kevin Smith classic, one anti-smoking minute at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
And I am not a smoker, so I just want to throw that out there. I am definitely not a smoker. I've actually never had a cigarette in my life.
Neither have I.
Yeah. Bad experiences. So let's get right into Minute 6 here as we cut back to the quick stop, and last time we left Dante, he had his head down, and we come back a little bit later in the day, and a guy comes up. What is the word that comes up on the screen? Our first word of the show.
Well, sir, the word of the day is vilification. And according to dictionary.com, there are two definitions.
Ooh.
1, to speak ill of, defame, slander. 2, obsolete, to make vile.
Obsolete. Well, that is our word for this section of the show. I like the fact that we have different words as we go along in this
and
thing.
they all have something to do with the following scene.
Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that they did that. Kevin's very smart with this. This guy is random and he's weird. He is our anti-smoking guy, and who is he in the real world?
He is Scott Schiaffo.
Yes, and what has Scott Schiaffo done since Clerks?
Well, let's see. Clerks was, of course, his first film, as with many of the people.
Yes.
He's gone on to do a short called The Box, something called The Broccoli Theory.
No idea.
Unromantic comedy that follows the on-again, off-again relationship game of two hapless 20-something couples. He was in a movie called Zero Stress. He was in Vulgar.
Okay. Obviously tie-in. Nice tie-in.
Yeah. He's in Creepy Tales, Girls Night Out, Linger, Idiots Are Us, I Got Stuff, The Scream, Filthy Uncle Phil, Echoes and Voices, Don't Shoot, which is a short, Blackout, which is a short, The Puppet Apocalypse, which is a short, Sender, which is a short, seeing a pattern here. He plays Don Smith in Shooting Clerks.
There it is. That's what I wanted to stop at. So.
Oh, and he's also in Comic Book Men.
Oh, that's where I know him from. Comic Book Men, okay. But I wanted to stop there.
Because, they have a section here under Self. He's in Love It Live, Comic Book Men, Middle Village, Shooting Clerks, A Thank You, Hanging with Web Show, and he's got a couple of upcoming projects. What's a Podcast, a documentary film, and The Enemy of Art.
I'm actually interested in the podcast one. But back to Shooting Clerks. I wanted to make an announcement. Thank you for that. That's my segue. So, we were asked at the Movie by Minute convention when we went in Chicago. This is our first show since we did that, so I just want to throw that out there. Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody when we're in the program's acting up weird. There we go. All right. Hi, everybody that we met there. Nice to see you all. We'll talk throughout the year to get on this show. Some people want to go on this show. This is weird. People are asking us to be on this show. It's pretty cool. But anyway.
People actually want to be with us?
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's odd.
Yeah. So, anyway, we were asked.
We're really that charismatic?
Apparently. People like us. So, we were asked at that, what are we doing after this movie? And so, I want to make that announcement real fast here. And it ties in with a couple of announcements. And we'll get back to the minute in a second. It's actually a nice segue. So, next up after this, we're going to break things down. It's going to be season by season. This is season 1 we're in right now. Season 1 is Clerks. Now, so we're done with Clerks. We're going to take a little break. And then next fall, that's how the timing works out. This is going to go until May.
Yeah.
The way this is right out, this is going to go until May. So we'll take a break over the summer. We'll come back next fall, and we'll do Clerks 2, as we planned. And we're going to take a break. Season 3 will be Shooting Clerks, the Kevin Smith biopic, which I have not even seen yet. I don't know if we want to do it blind or we'll figure it out next year.
I say we watch it at least once, and then
we'll do that next year. Also, we have a Patreon page, a brand new thing. I talked literally about the call a minute before you wanted to hear about this. So we have a Patreon page, and the Patreon page is at patreon.com/clerksminute. Support us. We can use the information, use the cash. We want to set some things up in the future, other things going on. And also, I'd like to be able to follow along with the Movie by Minute conventions, and if we have the money to do, we can fly out to the convention if they move from Chicago. So, we need the money to do that. And also, we can upgrade our equipment, upgrade things like that, and maybe even get some more people, maybe travel some more. But, in order to do that, you need to support us. We have a $5 level, and we're going to do a monthly show called the Clerks Convenient Hour. That's what we're calling it, the Clerks Convenience Hour. And we're going to be covering things like Clerks Uncensored cartoon show. Yeah. Do a monthly show. Now, it's a monthly show for now. But if we get enough people, we'll make this a bi-weekly show. If we get more people, we'll make this a weekly show. But if we get even more people than that, and all the information is on the Patreon page, we will add a 4th season to our run. And we will do Jane and Silent Bob's Super Groovy Cartoon Movie, which we have seen, and it's hysterical. And we will do that after shooting Clerks if we have enough Patreon funds to do it. So I want to throw that out there. And that was my tie-in to Scott Giaffo.
Scott
Giaffo, who is coming on this show later on in our run. He's confirmed to be on the show later on in our run. So it won't be for a while, but he'll be on the show. So look for that. So, all right. Back to the minute. The other guy in the frame here that comes up after our cigarette guy is anti-cigarette guy is having a drink at the counter is, what's his name officially character-wise?
Woolen Cap Smoker.
Yeah, Woolen Cap Smoker. And who is Woolen Cap Smoker?
The one, the only, Walt Flanagan.
Yes, Walt Flanagan from Tell 'em Steve Day, Comic Book Men, and pretty much one of Kevin's best friends in the world.
And the guy who designed and animated the View Askew logo for this movie.
Yes, and he's a comic book drawer. He's obviously runs the comic book shop in Red Bank, and he's one of the catalysts behind Tell 'em Steve Day, the podcast. He's the one he's the idea guy on that show. So whoever listens to that show, he's the idea guy. So it's fun. So this is the first appearance. It's really funny because we're seeing Kevin's friends at this point already. We're just getting started.
Well, I mean, these are all he could afford.
Yeah, we're just getting started. The only one that isn't one of his friends is actually Brian O'Halloran. He's in his frame, so he's the only one that wasn't one of his friends.
He's the only professional in here.
Yes, professional. By the way, we're in the scene that almost got this show not picked up by Miramax.
Okay.
Got this movie. Did you know this story? It's on the documentary. The Miramax head came to see this movie and left during this scene because he's a heavy smoker. They made him come back and see it again in order for them because they really wanted this movie, but the Miramax head left.
Yeah.
They brought him back like, sit through this scene, watch the rest of the movie. And then they got picked up by Miramax.
Which one, Bob or Harvey?
They go Harvey. Harvey left the theater because he hated the scene so much. So,
boy, you know, it's amazing what happens when you actually come back in after you've left in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, keep in mind, we're literally 6 minutes on the thing. He left during this scene. Yeah. That's crazy when you think about it, right? Yeah. So
I mean, it's just like Joel Siegel walking out of Clerks 2. It's amazing what happens after you missed
the Donkey Show. No, we'll get
it's the Donkey Show and character development.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Mostly the Donkey Show.
Mostly the Donkey Show. And Rosario Dawson dancing on over. Well, we'll get to that. Anyway, we'll get to that.
Kevin Smith.
We'll get to that next year.
You.
Anyway, Rosario Dawson actually answered my tweets in the past. He's actually really sweet. He's a sweetheart. He's an absolute sweetheart. But anyway,
if I ever see you in person, Miss Dawson, I will hug you and squeeze you and call you George.
I would love. And this is actually me. I have certain goals for this show, and have Rosario on this show for Clerks 2 would be amazing. I just want to throw that out there. It's one of my goals for this show. Anyway, our first pack of cigarettes line is in here. I love the
pack of smokes.
Pack of cigarettes. Yeah. Pack of cigarettes because the joke and the documentary. We're going to have to do a documentary on the Patreon show. By the way, we're going to talk about the documentary. Yeah. On the documentary, the joke is that pack of cigarettes translates to we don't have the money to show all the brands, and we don't need to explain the different variations of cigarettes, and we're just going to have everybody buy one pack. The entire movie.
But officially, the brand of cigarettes that they have in the View Askew universe is Nails.
Officially, yes. But I do see a Cambridge ad back there.
Yeah.
On the freeze frame here.
Oh, what?
Cambridge. Back in the back top corner right behind his head.
Oh, is that a local brand?
Yeah. I think I see it back there. So that's cool.
Because I never heard of it, so.
It's a Jersey thing. It must be a Jersey thing.
Yeah, I mean,
by the way, the TV guide is right behind Walt.
Oh,
right there in the back corner. I don't know it because it's in black and white. I can't tell. Yeah. But that's the old school TV guide logo from the early 90s. It's pretty cool to see that logo again.
Yes, back when you didn't have things like the TiVo channel guide.
That's the small TV guide, the old school small TV guide,
where you can actually keep it on your coffee table.
And above that, I believe that's the old school soap opera digest right above it. I'm looking at looking right behind it. That's the soap opera digest.
Soap opera digest, the magazine for people who have absolutely no life.
And you know what? I'd love to say that, but I have a buddy who has a night job, so he watches soap operas during the day. Travis Bryan from the East Coast Cast.
Oh, dear God.
He's a big Days of Our Lives fan. I'm not joking either. It's not even a joke.
I have to quote Brad Jones, the cinema snob of this. Days of Our Lives was awesome in the 80s. That's when it had Nick the Pimp.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Neither do I, but I just like the line.
So anyway, back to this. We find out that our smoker here, he's been smoking since 13. He looks like he's in his early 20s.
Yeah.
That's about right. That's about normal. By the way, so here's a story that I've never told on the air.
Okay, hold on a minute. I will actually calculate his age while you...
Yeah, well, here's a story for you I've never told on the air ever, because I never came out of a conversation. I was trying to get a friend of mine to quit smoking so badly, because I had a crush on her at the time, that I took a cigarette out of her mouth and threw it in a puddle. I kept doing that to her. I kept doing that to her when she was lighting up cigarettes in front of me. She wanted to kill me so much after that one. So...
Okay, Walt was born in 1967, so 80.
This is what, 93?
Well, yeah, they were filming this around 93, so he'd be about, I'd say about 26.
And the funny part is, I don't think Walt really smokes. I don't think Walt actually smokes. So
they're not that far off in the estimate?
Not bad, actually, so... So are you planning on buying those? And this is where things get weird. And we're 5 minutes into this movie, and this is where things get weird.
Oh, this is weird?
We just got started. We're just getting started.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, we're just getting started. He puts on black gloves, which is random as hell. If you're not no clue what's coming next, he just puts on random gloves. He's going into his duffel bag.
Well, he's either going into his duffel bag or he's about to give him a rectal exam.
Well, he pulls out a lung.
Which to be quite honest in this universe wouldn't be out of place.
No, that would not be. He pulled out a lung and puts it on the counter, which I did put in my notes here. I understand the point of this scene, but you're a grown man walking around with a lung.
with a cow's lung in your bag.
With a cow's lung in your bag, just walking around. What is with your life?
You think maybe the reason you don't have a lot of friends is because of the decomposing lung in your bag?
No, come on here. This is your life. This is your life, apparently.
If you find yourself at any point walking through New Jersey with a cow's lung in your bag, it is time to re-examine your life's choices. It's just like if you find yourself in a poker room at 5 a.m, it is time to re-examine your life choices.
Or you're on the Savage Comic Book Men and having poker games after shootings. That actually happened.
Or if you're at a casino at 5 a.m, sitting at a slot machine, pressing a button like a freaking zombie, it is time to re-examine your life choices.
Oh, it's so true. It's so true. I almost understand people that go into in the Pato. I used to work mornings at Pato. He works overnights currently. And I used to work mornings. I almost respected people that came in before work to play than the people that were sleeping at the slot machines when I got into work. Like, I respected them more. Because they're like, okay, fine, you're going to work at least. At least you're going to work. You know?
Well, I see people sleeping in there, but, I don't want to try and wake them up because,
Is that your job?
well, no, that's technically security's job.
Exactly, it's not your job.
Excuse me, but I don't want to try and wake them up because, I don't want to be there and have to answer to the coroner how long were they sitting there.
And you know what? Okay, I don't care because this is on the show. I worked at Powder one time and someone died at a slot machine legitimately.
Oh, really?
When I worked there.
Really? A few months ago, someone died in the ladies' bathroom.
There you go. It happens. I mean, this is legitimately funny part. But here's the funny story about this part. Not funny how he died, but funny. This show's gonna go.
Funny, weird.
The lady who was playing that Wheel of Fortune, that big Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say area number, the number case since anybody listening, but over right when you go, where the Britney Spears machine is in the middle.
Well, they took that out.
Used to be. I've been there a while. The last time I was there, Britney machine was there. Sorry, Sal, Britney machine is out. You go past that, and there's that big Wheel of Fortune machine on the other side of the new side of the casino.
Yeah.
That was the machine she died out. She hit a jackpot and then passed out, and then she was dead on the floor.
The shock was too great.
It was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen happen. I was like, what the fuck? That happened.
I was waiting for somebody to just hit the cash out button and then just steal the winnings.
That would be so fucked up. That would be so fucked up
yet funny. Well, the kind of people who go to this place, they would do it.
There was actually a joke on Friends where they're in Vegas and Phoebe was going around a casino. They had an old lady following her, and the joke was she would cash out and wouldn't win anything, and then the old lady would go up 1 quarter and then win the entire jackpot. That was the joke. And it went on 5 times throughout the episode. This is a 45-minute episode that happened 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.